So just, Justin, we've got some of the worst luck. Last week we talked about, Kraven and is a rated R rating really that necessary? And you know what? Marvel heard that, and Marvel was like, you know what? We're going to go ahead and release another trailer for you. This official trailer for KRAVEN the Hunter. So let's go ahead and check it out, see if it changes. I know you were already on board with it. You were already there.
I was craving it.
Yeah, and, and he was already praising it. He said, yeah, this looks like a great movie. I, on the other hand, have trust issues with Sony. I mean, don't get me wrong, Spider-Man 1 and 2, amazing. Spider-Man 3 was such a letdown. And then you had the X-Men movies, all those. Oh wait, X-Men was Fox. My bad.
We established that on Deadpool.
But come on now, like with Sony, you can't really trust everything. Venom movies have been pretty fun to watch, but they haven't been the most faithful to the comics. And I guess you can expect the same from KRAVEN the Hunter. But yeah, let's go ahead and give us a chance. Let's try the new trailer. Let's go ahead and watch it together, and then we will share our thoughts.
This comes from the heart.
My son, we are hunters. The greatest.
That's Russell Crowe, right?
Already.
I mean, not the actor, but
yeah. Distinct voice.
He's like, I am the man.
brother.
Alright, I was close enough.
So he's Russian.
No, I think he's just held in a Russian prison.
Oh, language.
I heard the noise of thunder.
Or maybe. Not entirely sure. What do you?
Yeah, you look up his origin.
Give me in the comment section down below. Is he actually Russian?
And I heard a voice. And behold.
Alright. Yeah, we saw that in the Red Man
I
trailer.
forgot about that.
I like the glowing eyes. Alright.
Ooh, the beast comes out.
My son,
And he decides who to free and who to blame.
is an enemy stronger than you can imagine.
On your heart.
Yeah, I think he's a lizard.
Tell me about this hunter. Once you're on his list, there's only one way off.
Oh.
When the man,
Alright, I do have to admit the action in this looks pretty damn
when the man
cool.
comes around.
John Wick! Ooh! I've noticed that like a lot of these superhero movies now like they have that one entrance scene. The Batman had it. Ooh, okay. Oh! Oh! Alright.
A lot of this was not the one that we had seen.
When the man comes around.
Okay. Okay.
Embrace who you really are, son.
Alright, show off those abs. I got you. Rhino? Rhino's in this.
And you will call the Wetzel.
When the man comes around.
Oh my god.
Alright, alright.
What the
Okay.
heck? Yes.
Alright, December. It's coming in December. Alright.
Okay.
You were already on board the first
Yeah, I'm
time.
on board. I'm
You're on board
craving.
already.
I'm
So
craving
you're
the
gonna be
craving.
there, like when it comes out, you're gonna be there first
Absolutely.
weekend? So
I think so.
Looks like I'm on board with it. I think we're gonna be able to review it when it comes out in theaters.
So we got the light side and the dark side coming in. Manny's got his input, his opinions, and he's got his know-how of the directors and the strenuous craziness they've gone through. I'm coming in just purely as a spectator. I didn't know as much as Manny, but now that I know all this background stuff, it's going to have me looking at the movie a little differently.
See, it's like, okay, it's Sony. You can't trust Sony. You cannot trust someone that's fighting with the MCU, someone that's fighting with Marvel and being like, no, we want our own property. And to be fairly honest with you, I mean, I know this is uploaded by the Marvel Entertainment Channel, but, we know this is Sony's own universe. I don't think they're going to try to find a way to tie this in to any of the MCU projects or anything like that with Tom Holland and Spider-Man. Maybe once Tom Holland and Spider-Man comes back to Sony.
Imagine Spider-Man in that universe.
Dude,
Please don't put Tom Holland in that. He's too sweet for that.
yeah, he is. But, I could honestly see this KRAVEN being in the Venom universe. They've got a similar tone.
I can see that. Absolutely. Yeah.
The only problem
coming there.
Yeah, the only thing, like, I'm having, other than like the Sony thing, the only problem that I'm kind of having is that and I know probably a lot of people don't, but I'm not a big nerd about Kraven the Hunter, like in the comics. I know he's an anti-hero or a villain most of the time in the comics. I mean, for God's sake, he is Spider-Man's villain.
Right.
And in this one, he's trying to be the anti-hero from what it looks like, if not the hero.
Yeah.
But listen, even then, you know, my expectations are way up here. Because I don't know if you played the Spider-Man 2 game. And I don't mean like Spider-Man, Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 2, but the new one for the PS5.
No.
Because holy crap, you know, they made
much.
Kraven such a badass. Like, I loved his character.
Oh, nice.
And then the whole interaction between him, Spider-Man, and Venom, it's such an amazing story. So, like, that's why, like, it's easy for me to see this in a Venom movie than in the Spider-Man universe, you know, in the MCU, because Tom Holland's Spider-Man, as you said, he's a completely different tone. I don't think he would be able to stick here. Now, Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, yeah, I think that Spider-Man could be in this. You know, they're trying to bring Andrew Garfield back.
Yeah.
This is the universe.
Absolutely.
Not a big fan of how Rhino looked. He kind of looked funny, but we'll see where it goes. I just hope Rhino, since he's such a big, like, Spider-Man villain himself, I just hope he's not an afterthought in this movie, like, oh, here comes Rhino. Everybody knows who Rhino is, or, you know, even more so than Kraven the Hunter, because we've seen Rhino everywhere.
Yeah, I kind of worry about that sometimes too, honestly, because like what they did with, this is out of the context, but what they do with Hellboy is they kind of break them down a little bit, and they make it a lesser character when the original was so strong and so powerful.
Yeah.
I did kind of get that same thing off of this Rhino. I agree with you with that.
Yeah, and so like that's where like I hope it's not like, oh, just for the name's sake, oh my god, they got Rhino and Kraven's gonna be fighting Rhino, that's so cool, and it's all just for like one little fight, or to even set up the future. Oh, this, you know, setting up the Rogue Gallery or whatever, the Rogue, the Sinister Six or however it may be.
And is it, I'm just fighting this mic right now. Is it true as well that if one, like say the Marvel Universe, they start using the Rhino, that if they were to use him, that the other universes are not allowed to use that villain anymore? Is that
true? So, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but my understanding is Sony holds on to the property rights that it uses. So that's why, like, it had to go into some type of agreement to let Marvel or Disney Marvel be like, okay, go ahead and use Spider-Man. We're going to take a certain percentage of those profits. Right? Before that, the agreement that Sony has to keep the rights to the media rights to Spider-Man, they have to keep on posting something. And that's what a lot of people think. That's what these movies are, is Sony's way of keeping that content up, so that way they don't lose their media rights, and then, you know, Disney just doesn't buy it outright. Because Marvel is owned by Disney now. So it's like, you know, they're coming up with movies, but, you know, I hope this is similar to, like, how Venom universe is. I hope it's a fun ride. It doesn't have to be the best. It doesn't have to try to be, like, an MCU type of thing. So I really do hope, you know, the optimism in me is that I hope they're trying to establish their own thing rather than trying to copy what the MCU has. Just keep going what works. Venom has been making money. Venom 2 wasn't the best movie, still made money.
A lot.
Venom 3, a lot of people are still very hyped for it. I will still argue that I don't understand why this is a rated R movie even to this day, but this trailer, at the very least, to me, again, because in Venom, I mean, the dude chops off someone's head and it's still a PG-13. You know, that's more brutal than any of the kills they show in here. It may look brutal on here just because they can show it, but the context, eating someone's face, eating someone is way more hardcore, way more rated R than, let's say, hitting someone with a machete or something. So, that's just my opinion.